Hi, I'd like to talk to you today about two brushes, the Chikuhodo Z-4 and the Surratt Cheek brush. They often get compared together and they often get compared to the Suku cheek brush, but they're all very different brushes. I have two brushes on each side that they also are compared to or are associated with, and I just wanted to talk to you about those as well as in a comparison. So the first I'm going to talk to you about the Chikuhodo Z-4. I love this brush. This brush is it's either made, all of these are either made out of blue squirrel or gray squirrel. All the websites interchange the two. So on the top it might say blue squirrel and then on the bottom it'll say gray squirrel. So I'm not actually sure which it is. They're both different, so it kind of is important, but I'm not quite sure, but they are squirrel hair brushes. This is the Chikuhodo Z-4. Obviously this is made by Chikuhodo. If you look, it's flat and it's very, very, very dense. A lot more dense than, say, the Wayne Goss airbrush. It's like twice the size. And if you notice, this comes to a tapered point. I would not use this as a blush brush. I use this to wipe away fallout or powder underneath my eye, but I no, it's not dense enough to pick up anything. But I love this. Now it gets compared a lot to this, and of course the Suku. I don't have the Suku, but these two are not the same brushes. This is flat and very dense, and this is a pom-pom. This one I would say is more like the Chikuhodo J210, except obviously this is in goat hair and this is in squirrel hair, so this is a lot softer. And this is just a little bit bigger and more dense. But these type of brushes cannot be used with very pigmented skin if you have fair skin, because you will look like a clown. So I always go for something like this. And I love this brush. This brush, I would not recommend going in like this. I would go in the direction, so this is how I would apply so that you don't damage. Squirrel hair is very, very delicate. So while I might go like this and buff it in, I would not do that with my squirrel hair brushes at all. I also clean these after each use. The goat hair brushes, I clean after every single use just about. Or I'll go 3 times and then clean it. You cannot do that with these brushes. You will damage the hair. But it is very, very soft and beautiful. The next one that this gets compared to outside of the Suku is the Wayne Goss, and it's not even, geez, you can barely see it. Wayne Goss, I think this is the O2 brush. And this is a candlestick. So this comes out to a tip. And this is pretty much designated as a highlighter brush, but I don't actually use this brush at all. It's too, no, it's because this is more of a pom-pom and more dense. this is great as a cheek brush, but this just doesn't do it for me. I suppose you could use it for powdering, but I don't. I don't actually ever reach for this brush, which is too bad because it's a beautiful brush. I just, for my applications, it's kind of useless for me because it's not a pom-pom like this where it's more dense and you can kind of buff the product in a little bit. It just, no. But they're all very soft, and this is a beautiful brush. I don't know if Wayne Goss makes this brush anymore. I know that he makes a squirrel hair brush like this. I have 3 of them, and I do love them. And they're very much similar to the Chikuhodo ones. So this is just about the same brush. This is probably a little bit more dense than this one. So, do you need both brushes? Yeah, I think you do, because they both give a different type of placement and they give a different finish. So, yeah, I do. Am I going to pick up the Suku brush? I don't know. I am told it gives a that it's a lot more wispy than this, and I don't know if that's the kind of application that I want on my face. So right now I'm happy with these 2 brushes. I think they do a fantastic job of placing product, and that's very pigmented. You can't use these with baked products or gelée products. They just won't pick up the pigment. So you need to use these with a softer product and a softer pigmented product. And it just gives you a beautiful finish. And I hope you like my video on squirrel haired cheek brushes, and have a great day. Thanks. Bye.